What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I am Rob and we're doing The Last Straw, new horror movie out on Prime Video which you can rent now, and this is a fucking banger. Story and plot for this movie if you haven't seen it, and I suggest don't watch the trailer. You don't need to watch the trailer, just chuck this straight on. A young girl working alone at night at a diner is stalked by some people, some teenagers with masks. A little bit of a same old scenario and story, but this is great. The director, Alan Scott Neal, this is his first feature film, and for his first feature film, I gotta say, fucking well done, mate. Well done. With the way he filmed this, it's basic, but the way he filmed it, and I can see what was going through his head while he was doing this movie, he's got big future ahead of him, this guy. Yes, this is budget, with B-grade actors, but when this dude gets some cash, he's going to be rolling out some damn good movies. So have a look at this guy's first movie. The setting and the atmosphere in this movie, look, this is a low population town with hicks and hillbillies and lower class folks like me. This movie is set 75% in the diner, and it doesn't get stale like Grandpa's crusty old jocks. Now to me, the casting they did fantastically. The acting was fucking fantastic as well. But the actors are all kind of unknown, but they have a good future because I didn't see any of the actors really bad. They all did a damn good job. Jessica Belkin, she's done nothing relevant at all. She's done a few bits and pieces, but in this she's very believable as the main star, as the main vulnerable female by herself getting stalked. She's got a big future ahead of her as well, I really do think. Jeremy Sisto, we all know Jeremy Sisto. He was in the original Wrong Turn movie, and he's in a shitload of Law and Order episodes, so you'll know him. He plays the dad, and he plays the character very, very well in this. Very believable. When I want to come down to all the other characters, the main killer, I don't want to say other characters, and I don't want to give away who the main killer is, so I can just say the person that plays the main killer, once you watch it and you see it, plays a very good psychopath, very believable. Really enjoyed his work, but I don't want to spoil anything there. With the dialogue, it was nothing special, but it wasn't needed to be special and amazing. They told the story basically, and it was perfect. The score and the music was very odd. It was very 80s at some stages, and then totally changed and random at times, but it all worked well. It was nothing special, but it all worked. It was nothing that's going to piss you off. Now, the opening sequence in this is just great because it's just a visual. It's a phone call that you hear, and it's just a visual of blood everywhere, murders that have happened, and this movie all takes place 24 hours before the first visual that you do see in the diner. It looks great. It got me hooked. It got me wanting to see the story. It got me wanting to watch it. The movie kills in the horror in this movie. The kills basic, but they worked. And they kept me drawn in, and that's what I want with a movie. There's a few cringe stab moments that might have you going, ugh, but nothing extra gory. But it all worked, and it looked great. You will sit back and be entertained. With a little touch of anxiety. There is drama and realism in this film, there really is. It shows the courage of fucking people to survive, the courage of what you would do to survive. It shows how people can snap so easy and want revenge without thinking of the consequences. And there's always consequences. And the drama of life. Just when you think your day is shit, it can get shitter. Act 2 is what hooked me in, not Act 3. It was Act 2 that really brought it to my loving of this movie. Act 1, the first 30 minutes sets up the story. It's basic. It's a lot of dialogue. It's storytelling. It's good. Sit back. Yeah. But Act 2 delivers the backstory of the killers and shows us why. And it was done to perfection. You don't really see this in movies where the middle of the movie you totally get the backstory for the whole half an hour. And Act 3 gave us a satisfying conclusion with lots of blood. And you know I like that. I like the blood. And did it keep me engaged and drawn in? Bloody oath it did. From when she gets stalked, to the reveal and the backstory straight away in the middle of the movie, to the final act. I was hooked. For a B-grade movie, I was hooked. Now, how this left me feeling was, I need to share this, I need to do a review on this, this needs to be told to people to watch. And it left me feeling I can't wait for this director. His debut movie was good enough. His B-grade movie was good enough for me to enjoy and sit back and not want to be distracted and turn it off. I can't wait for his next film. Once he gets a little bit of cash behind him, he's going to be fucking great. Also left me feeling, thank fuck I don't live anywhere near those types of places. Fuck that. My honest evaluation really is it had everything I wanted in a stalker movie. And even with a bigger budget, I think it would have got the same score that I've given it today. But I was very entertained and engaged this whole movie. I absolutely loved this film. Is it gonna win an award? No. No. Now watch this movie if you like The Strangers, then you will like this. Maybe even Funny Games as well. But this is the types of movies that if you do enjoy, you will like this. I'm going to give this a popcorn rating of 6 out of 10. With a bigger budget, it wouldn't have got a higher score. It was always going to be a 6 out of 10. I think he did a fantastic job. Even with bigger actors, it wouldn't have got more than a 6 out of 10. But I really enjoyed it. It was a good story. It had good back and forths, which I really enjoyed. They told the story perfectly so you can understand it. Even Grandpa, he can understand this movie when he watched it. It's easy to understand, it's easy to follow, slow in some bits, little bits of drama. Definitely worth a watch. Really enjoyed it for a first-time director. So let me know in the comments what you think of this movie. Definitely have a crack and let me know. I'm Rob. Watch Wednesdays for me and Adzi. We do the movie draft on Wednesdays. Let's see who can fucking beat the other prick. Definitely tune into that, our top 5s. Retro reviews I do on here and new movies, whatever the fuck I want to do. Like, subscribe, do what the fuck you want. Make sure you say hi to your mum for me. Until next time, see you.